Yeah, we're good.
Ask you, is there any way to loosen that so it's not?
No,
Okay.
you know what? Because it's actually called telescope, and so like it's not supposed to. I know, like, yeah. I just kind of try to hold the base, but yeah, yeah.
I tried to.
I know this one. Yeah, it's just it's this mechanism here, but yeah, it just goes. All right. Okay, you're good to go. Yeah.
Just about to start the game here. Our Kamloops Blazers U15 Tier 2 against Mission. Dropping the puck here. Mission moves it across center here. Broken up by Kamloops. I think that's Wesson with a draw pass. Can they clear the zone? Yes, they do. Shot fired on net and bobbled. Kamloops applying a little early pressure. And dumped in deep by Mission here. Off the boards here, push forward. And not clear the zone. Oh, just about a trip there, but kept it in the zone. Eric pinches and fires zone in on net there. Comes down the short wall. Deep into the corner here. Kamloops applying some good pressure. Kept in, fired back on net. Pass is blocked. And shot all the way down the ice here. And we got an icing. In the Mission end here to the left of the goalie. Thin behind the net. Centering, no chance there. Mission trying to get it out, held at the blue line here, and dump back in. Little regroup here by Mission. Little D to D. Push to center and dumped in deep. 2 men on the chase. The battle in the corner here going on. Put out to the blue. Intercepted, bounced off the boards, can't clear the zone. Mission still has it, dumps it into the corner and around the net. Centering pass tried and stick lifted, and Kamloops is on the go here. Finn's on the move. Finn still has it, centers it out. Hunter with the backhand, blocked in front, still behind the net here. Mission comes out with a little draw pass, stretch pass, and got an icing. Back into the Mission end for another face-off here. Looks like we got Logan, Ryder, Wesson. Win the draw, tries to center there. And Mission on the move here. Dumped in deep. Kept into the corner. They cycle it out. Shot from the point, blocked. And pushed around the back of the net. Kamloops comes out with it. Dumped in deep. Got a little bit of a change going here with a little pressure on them. Able to get it off the short wall and just about cleared the zone. And flipped in deep by Mission here into the corner. Eric picks it up, has some time here. Oh, loses it in front. Kamloops recollects, goes D to D. One more attempt, almost blocked. Pushed up the short wall to the point. And we clear the zone. Can we come up with it here? Kick forward, Ryder kicks it down in deep. We're going for a change here. Mission skating out, looking for a stretch pass, and they get it. Cycles it back low, looking for a give and go. Intercepted there. Cycles back out to the top again. Little short pass in, blocked. We clear it, we get it out of the zone. And pushed out of the zone again here. Mission's got to regroup a little bit. Dangles through the middle and tries to lay one off. Pushed into the corner. Nash comes out with it here around the back of the net, pressured heavily. Still has it, loses it, but Mackay picks it up and puts it up the middle. Centering pass, broken up, shot fired wide. And centering pass and nobody there. Another shot fired and Mateo collects it, I think. A little bit of a quick whistle, but that's okay. That's Finn that kind of won the draw and pushed it out. Flip shot, missed the net. Out to short wall breakout, and the move. Looks for the pass. Reese just about gets around. Good there to get him the puck back. Possession. Shot fired just wide and blocked. Centered again, but nobody there. Kept in the zone. Hunter's on it. Kind of gets pushed off the puck a little bit. Hunter collects again and pushes it in deep into the corner and around the back of the net. Reese on the chase. Fisher Williams fires a shot, hits the goalie. Good rebound. Kept in again. Another shot, high blocker. Flips one in, and I think it's out of play here. Be a face-off here in Mission's end. Wesson taking the face-off here. Logan, Wesson. Ryder tries a shot, kind of loses it there, pushed behind the net. Comes out to center. Potter collects and goes D to D and back again. Tries a centering pass there, broken up. Out to Potter, trying to break it out. Didn't quite work. And far side, good breakout. And fired in on the net. Goalie gloves it and puts it down. Back in play. Kept in by Kamloops, thanks to the ref. Logan unable to keep it in, but collects it and fired back in. Battle in the center there. Puck dumped in, and Mission player collects in the corner. Tries to center it, but broken up by Nash. Nash tries to go cross ice here. A little touch here. Dumped in deep into the corner. Nash takes the guy out. Do we have the puck by the net? Unlucky there. Dump back in here again. Tries a centering pass and goes down the ice, and he's got a hard tail on him. Broken up. Sent back by Kamloops here. Mission coming across the line here. Little dangle and a good poke. And on the move here. Just a pass in behind Hunter, and he couldn't collect, but keeps it in deep. A little bit of pressure applied by Kamloops. We keep it in. To the short wall and dumped back in by Kamloops. Hunter on the chase there in the corner. Stewart comes up with it. And Mission moving out here with a little speed. Centered in front and broken up. Back down the ice here. From center, pushed into the corner here. We got an icing here. Coming back over to the Mission's end. Got Nash, Logan, Blake, Fisher, and Eric. Mission comes out with it, across the line, dumped in hard into the corner. And can they come up with it? Little battle. Push back out to the point, back into the corner. There's a bad hit from behind the net. Shot fired, Mateo kicks it wide. Camels comes up with it. Tried to clear the zone. Mateo again, pad save, kicks it wide, centering pass, and pushed wide. Up to the blue line. Pushed into the center here, and he cleared out of the way. Kamloops comes up and pushes it around the corner to the short wall. Kamloops gets it. Can't quite clear the zone. Shot fired. Pad save Mateo. Kicked out hard. Little regroup behind the net here. Logan's coming around with a bit of speed. Decides to turn around. Flips it up. Not out of the zone. Dumped in behind the net again. Comes out with it, stretch pass across ice, just about collects it. Fisher on the chase, comes up with it. Oh, unlucky. Flipped in the center here. And Kamloops has it still. Pushed up a little bit. I think Fisher took a hit there, it's coming off, a little sore. Having a hard time getting it out of our end here. We come up with it on the move. Fisher Williams with a little pace here going to the net. Unlucky there, couldn't get a good backhand away. Into the corner. Cotter tries to keep it in, but Ryder comes up with it, fires it in deep. I think we have an icing. Didn't quite get across center for that. Going back into the Kamloops end here. Kamloops wins it there, bounces it off the short wall. Potter there couldn't collect. Mission puts it out to the point for a shot. Fired and wide. Lots of traffic in front of the net though. Battle in the corner, Kamloops comes out with it. Logan skates out with it. Bounces it off the wall and clears the zone. And Mission comes back in with it. Big hit in the corner. Flipped around the boards, far side. Cotter's got it here. Looks for a stretch pass across the ice to Ryder. Ryder fires one in on that. Good pressure by Laszlo there, but unlucky. Blake comes up with it. Got a lot of pressure on him. Laszlo's still on the chase here. Mission pushes it around the far side there, up to the short wall, and able to break the zone. Coming with a little speed into the corner here. Good hit. Puck comes loose, but Mission still has it. Cycles it back down. Fisher battling in the corner. They push it back up. And Mission throws it back into the corner again. 2-on-1 there. And we come out with it. Come out to center here. Blake's got it in his feet, pushes it in deep there. Tried to clear the zone, wasn't quite cleared, and shot on that pushed wide. And Mission flips it out of the zone. And Fisher Williams collects, goes D to D here. Makes a nice little pass up the center here. Reese coming across with a little pace. Looking for somebody to dish off to. Broken up, and Mission's on the move here now. Little dangle. Oh. Little dangle and a centering pass to the outside. And they got a 1-0 game for Mission here. Mission up the middle, coming in with some steam. Drop pass, and it gets broken up. Just push it down. I think this is going to go for ice. Blake's taking the draw here. Blake wins that. Out into the corner, we're moving out to center here. A little pace, stumped in deep into the corner. Laszlo centers it. Oh, just about got a shot there, but it sticks in the way. Shot fired, but wide. Deflection. And Mission dumps it down the ice here. I think we're going for an icing. Blake taking the draw here again. Wins it to the corner, but nobody's there. Mission fires it off the boards, trying to get a stretch pass. And they come up with it again. Broken up. Sitting right on the blue line, and we kind of move it out. Still there. And fired in on Mateo, and Mateo just covers it up. Thought about playing it, but held on to it. .505 left in the period. 1-0 game. Battling behind, Mission comes out with it. Still tussling in the corner. Puck's loose. Kamloops has it. Tries to go across ice, but gets blocked. Dumped into the corner again. Cycling out of the corner, back up to the blue line, shot fired. In front, good save by Mateo, and kicks it out. Gonna pass out to the blue line here and push forward. Little pressure on them, but unable to come up with it. Mission pushes it back into their end, goes D to D, and flips it up the middle. And unfortunately, it looks like it's a Kamloops penalty here. Weston's going in the box here. I think that was a slash. Kamloops will be short-handed here for a few. Mission working it around, down low, back up to the point. Shots coming in, and I think Mateo may have got a piece or a stick got it. Back up to the blue line. Another shot fired. Mateo gloves that and hangs on. By still stuck in there. 2 mission guys in there. Comes out with it. Goes up to the point here. Shot a pass across to nobody there. Come cycling up the corner there. Oh, that was cycle down low here into the corner. Looking for a pass up to the point here. Gets it to the point. Tries to go far side. Comes out of the corner to the center. Tries a shot. Unable to get a good shot. Blocked. And they're still moving it around. It comes out of the zone now, and Mission's going to have to regroup here. And Kamloops fires it in. And I think we're going to have a penalty here on Mission. Interference here right on center. So 40 seconds left in our penalty, and we'll have a bit of a power play here if we can do something with it once Weston gets out. So 4-on-4 right now. Mission comes up with it, comes down the board here and punches it out. Coming in with a little bit of speed, broken up by Nash. Blake comes up with it, has a little room, comes across center with a little pace. Nash is going with him. I guess a little bit of offside there. Finn's taking the draw here. Hunter, Kai, and Jackson. Goes around the back of the Mission net there. He tries to flip it up. Blocked by Hunter. Hunter fires one in, just misses the net there. Good opportunity there. Finn battling in the corner. And Mission pushes it out to center. Mackay with it here. Pumps it up into the middle. Hunter collects it, but kind of loses it off his stick, and Mission punches it in deep. Our penalty's over. We got 1:07 left in the power play here if we can get it moving and doing something. Good breakout. Worked out well. Finn comes across the line here. Holds up. Tries to center, but didn't work. And fire down to Mateo. Pressure on Eric in the corner. Will he come out with it, I think? Reese goes across. Tries the centering pass, but he gets blocked. He's got a free little spin to the net, and he scores. Bad spot to give it away there. And Mission capitalizes. We got a 2-0 game. Kamloops wins the draw here. Got a D to D. Goes behind the net here. Tries to cycle behind the net here to get some space. Flipped up on the short wall. Kicked up to center here. Kamloops has some time here. They can move it. Mission Mission on a change here. Pass up to center and they lose it. Shot fired. Mateo gloves it. Bad giveaway again out in the middle. Face off to the left here of Mateo. Nash taking the draw. Mission comes up with it. Pushes it in deep behind the net. Laszlo tries to push it out. Takes a big hit into the boards. Shot on net. Mateo gloves it, but can't corral it. Goes out into the corner here. Camels tries to clear, shot fired. Mateo makes the save and hangs onto it. Finn taking a face off. Wins the draw cleanly. Camels comes up with it. Tries to go behind the net here. Just about lost it. Puts it on the short wall to Hunter. Hunter goes cross ice. And that's the end of our first period here. We got a 2-0 for Mission. I think Finn's taking the draw. We got Reese, Hunter, I think Mackay.
Skill Blazers!
Kamloops wins the draw here. Little chip tried out. Oh, there we go. Come up with it. Reese has it here, and it's dumped in by Mission. Tries to clear it, ref gets in the way, and Reese gets to it and beats him. Pushes it up to Hunter. Hunter didn't have a real good shot on net there, so he tries to regroup, sends it up to the blue line here. Pushed again to Hunter. Hunter tries to center it, but broken up. And Finn comes up with it at center here, backhands it deep into the corner. Hunter on the chase, just about comes up with centering pass, and nobody there to battle in front. Hunter's still battling, loses it there. Unfortunate. We'll bounce out to the short wall. Chipped in for Reese. Reese gets a little bit of space, but a little too far. Tries to take a shot just wide of the net. Battle on the boards. Mission goes cross ice. Shot blockered away by Mateo. And Mission keeps it in still. Fisher Hilton going around the net. Gives it out to Blake on the short wall here. Blake gives it to Nash. Nash comes across. Pushes it into the corner. Blake tries to give it back to Nash. Unlucky there. Mission goes cross ice with a little pace here coming into the zone. Oh, Mateo keeps it out. Backdoor play, and Mateo dives and makes the save. Mateo keeps it a 2-0 game here. Kicked out, pushed across, shot fired, wide of the net. Mission keeps it in, tries to dump it in, and looks like we got an interference penalty on Mission here, so Kamloops on the power play for another 2 minutes here. See if we can generate one here, keep it close. Nash wins the draw, out to the corner, kicked out to the blue line. Off the boards into the corner. Wesson comes up with it, has a little time and space. Trying to look for a centering or back to the blue line. Eric fires one low, just deflected wide. Wesson battling. Oh, nice little try there. Shot on net. Goalie just happened to get a piece of it. Pushed out to Eric. Eric keeps it in. Tries to shovel one in, but Mission's able to punt it out. Wesson has it. Goes D to D cross ice. Ryder comes up with it. Holds up a little bit. Looks for Wesson coming across the line. Wesson tries a shot, blocked by the D-man. Try to chop it out. They're able to clear the ice. Pushed into the corner by Mateo. I think Logan picks it up here, tries to wind up, but decides to go back. Holds up behind the net for a second here. Out of the zone, pushed up to Nash. Nash by himself here coming across the line. Pushes it into the corner. Nobody pressuring him. Nash keeps it in. Jump behind the net into the corner here again. I think Blake on the chase there. Loses his footing, but we come away with it. Fisher Williams tries a shot. Goalie blocks it here. Mission skating it out of their end here. Coming across the line. Able to protect it with one hand. Cycles it around and back out again, just killing some time here. Out to the empty guy here. Empty guy comes across the line here. Tries a centering pass. Mateo scoops it up and kicks it out. Just about lose it here in our end, but come across. Fisher comes up with it. Tries a shot between the legs of the defense, but didn't quite work. Tries to center it, but Nash gets one in the corner. Another shot fired. High stick here on Mission. Face off to the right of the Mission goalie here. And Mission comes out with it and pushes it hard off the boards. Breakaway happens. Teo just about gets beat, but puck goes into the corner and we're able to clear it away. Teo gets lucky on that poke check. I guess we're going down the ice into the Mission corner. I think we got Finn taking the draw. Logan comes up with it. Tries a shot, gets blocked. Has to regroup here. Over to Reese. Reese puts the puck into the middle here. Finn pushes it out to Hunter. Hunter goes back to the blue. We still have it here. Shot fired and wide of the net. And pushed out of the zone by Mission. Mateo plays it into the corner here lightly. Logan comes out with it here with a little pace. Goes across center and push back, regroup, far ice to Hunter. Hunter back to the middle. Finn still has it. Hunter now pushes it into the corner. D fires it hard out. Oh, and off the boards, and that should... Oh, it must have been deflected. Teo pokes it into the corner there. Mission player just about come out of the corner. And centering pass is kind of broken up. Mission fires a long pass, broken up again here. Laszlo coming in. Fires a shot off the blocker. Little battle in the corner here. Pushed out to the blue. Shot fired on net, and goalie's able to see it and catch it with his glove. .30 seconds left in the power play here. Kamloops wins it, pushed out to the blue, shot fired, blocked. Kamloops has it in the corner, trying to center it, and it gets broken up and goes down the ice. And hard chase on there. Fisher loses it there. Still cycling around the net here. I just are wasting time, killing our power play here. Still has the puck, takes it back into the corner, tries a centering pass. Comes out. And Mission regroups here. And power play done. Mission moves it up across the blue line here, centering pass. Teo makes the save, kicked out in the corner. There we go. Get on the puck, you guys. Little elbow there, no call. Comes out to the blue, shot fired, rebound, and it goes wide. Kicked out to the blue. Shot coming in, and glove save by Mateo. No traffic in front, so he's able to see it. Weston taking the draw there, kicked it out to our player. Kind of lost it in the corner. The player comes out of the corner with it. Cycling the corner, tries a centering pass. Kind of broken up. Then clear the zone here. Ryder's on the chase. Still has it. Mission coming in with a little pace here. Oh, big collision. Comes out in the middle. Put out to Ryder. Ryder pushes it ahead and takes a hit, but does well with it, knocks the Mission player down. Squeaks out to the goalie. Mission goes high off the boards to center. Try to get pushed back out, but they come across the line. Loses it there, and we're coming back. Wesson on the move. Comes across the line, but loses it there. Mission coming the other way. And offside. Kamloops cleanly wins the draw there. Behind the net, fired around the short wall here. Can't quite clear it. Mission player has in the corner, looking for a pass here. Eric keeping some pressure on him. Still has it, tries a centering pass, and it comes out of the zone. Mission trying to regroup, go D to D here. Try to push it up, but it's deflected out into the Blazers bench. Nash takes the draw. And Mission comes up with it. Pushed forward to the blue line here. And flipped in deep. Kamloops first on it. Played out. And out of the zone. Kamloops having a tough time getting out of her end here in the corner. Centering pass, Mateo blocks it, sticks out a stick, and we come out with it here. Cross ice pass, just a little too far. And we're going to get an icing.
Go Blazers!
Kamloops comes up with it behind the net here. Lots of pressure on him. Cycle around behind the net. Pinched in the corner here. And still battling. Stuck in some feet here. Mission comes out with it. Centering pass. Shot fired and blocked over the net. Into the corner again. Pushed out to the point. Put in behind the net here. Ooh. Centered out, but I think comes out to the blue. Shot fired. Mateo covers up. And I think we're going for an ice clean. Back here to start the second half of the second period here after ice clean. Face off to the right of Mateo here in the Kamloops end. One by Kamloops, pushed around the here. Up to the blue line and pushed up. A little miss it there. Out of the end over in Kamloops end here. And we collect here, I think broken up by Mission and dumped into the corner. Pops out to the blue here and pushed back into the corner. Fisher Williams battling. Laszlo goes across ice. Nice corner. Laszlo on the chase with it, enters it. Oh, can't away. Still sitting there. Fired to the side. Little sticky ice here in the Mission end. Pushed out to center. Edmund on the chase here. Down back, looks out for an outlet. Centered across. Need to chat a little bit there and pushed out to center. Deep by on the chase, Ryder. Wesson centers it, but it's blocked. Coming out with a little pace here, going to the net. Shot on net, but Mateo gloves it aside. Pushed in behind the net there. Fisher Owens comes up with it. Little redirection there behind the net and pushes it out. Tries to chip it out. Little battle in the corner, flipped out to the blue. Does it here. Mission goes D to D to the far side. Under the puck's there loose. And fired in deep again. Williams dumps it back in. Nash on the chase. Mackay in the corner. Fired out. Zone. Mission goes cross ice. Little flip pass into the net. Mateo just scoops it up and hangs on for a face-off. Side. Off to the left of Mateo here. Kamloops wins it. Can't come up with it. Weak shot fired in, broken up. Zone here. Little battle in the corner here. Mackay ties him up. And pushed out to the blue. Not quite out of the zone. Now with a little pace, coming across the shot in.
Cowboys!
Face off and a step in. Hunter comes up and we got an icing. Back into the mission. Ash taking the draw. Eric comes across with it, flips it up. Doesn't quite clear the zone. Coming in with a little steam. Deflection tried in front. Goes wide. Kamloops pushes it to the blue and clear the zone. Nash on the chase. Little pass in here. Going cross. This is a net here. Flipped into the middle here. Down in feet. And comes out with it and pushes it back into the Kamloops end. Eric gives it up to Fisher Hilton here. Hilton bounces it off the boards. Dumped into the corner by Mission. Mackay collects here in the corner. Fires it off the board and gets it out of our end here. Big stretch pass, offside. And it comes just outside the Kamloops zone here. West here. Cotter Ryder on the wing. Logan and Jackson on the back here. Logan puts it out in the middle here to Ryder. Ryder pokes it ahead. On the chase here with Cotter. Zone. The net to the wall here. And puck kept in. And behind the net here. Ryder on the chase. Kicked around over to the far wall here. Logan pinches on it, but can't quite keep it in. Stretch pass, a little too far here, and Mateo collects it and covers up.
Go Blazers!
Shot from the point blocked. Push back in deep here behind the net. Kamloops comes up with it and tries to pass it, but broke. Laszlo it. And hard there, but goes out again. Fired in deep around behind the net into the far corner. Line here. Shot fired. Shot fired. Mateo pushes the net off, trying to get. Finn taking the draw here. Finn wins it, it goes in behind the net, and Mission comes up with it. Hunter collects and comes across with it. Got a little bit of speed. Defenseman again. Push back again here. Mission hold. Oops. Kamloops has it. Oh, a little touch into the middle, but intercepted by Mission here. Battling the cone and punched in deep. Kamloops here to the short wall, looking for a pass, gets it. Reset to the corner. Wide of the net here. Then comes up with bounces it in behind the net. Big hit behind the net here. Nash is putting some pressure, so Nash takes the draw. Mission comes up with it. Shot fired. Mateo kicks it out the middle, out to center, and they try to push it back in. Derek takes a hit high in the face, and Mission's coming in and misses it in the middle here. Nash is still pushing. They try to go cross it. Hilton gets right up. Brace with a smart play here by the boards. Goes D to D here. Giveaway up in the middle here. Giveaway, but I think they go offside here. Kamloops gets lucky on that one. Kamloops comes up with it, wins the draw. Dumped in deep. Caught her on the chase here. Here. Mission with it. Kamloops dumps it back in. Mission has it here. Oh, that could have been offside. Mateo covers up. Wesson wins the draw. Puck comes out. Shot on net. Mateo blockers it into the corner. Push to the short wall. Tries to go back to his D, but his puck collected again. Across the path. Broke up. Few hits being thrown. Puck comes to the center and they for a while. Good off for Mateo coming out. Out to the top. Fired block. Kamloops can't zone. Deep onto the other side here. Pushed in behind that. Centering pass. Broken up. Mission still has it. Flips it back into the corner. And then fired around the boards here. Cotter tries to poke it out and gets it finally out of the zone here. For the reprieve. Mission coming back again here. Shot fired. Mateo makes the glove save. Comes to an end here. You got 2.0 seconds to the last. Taking the big hit. Blake able to for the period.
Fortunate. So we're fortunate.
It's green. Is it really? I think we're at it. 05, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, that's what
Starting the third period here. Fishing line there, but now kicks it back. Good hit there, but shot fired and wide. Still battling in the corner there. Canvas comes up. Tries to go to the short wall and kind of lose it there. Comes up with it. Goes across the blue here. Shot fired. Mateo smothers up. Finn taking the draw here. There we go. Dallas wins it, redirects it on the short wall. Can't quite clear it. Goes into the corner. Kick out. Oh, Mateo keeps it out there. With it, and Sanders it. Shot fired low. Mateo makes pad save, and we come out with it. Finn's got a little pace here. Dumps it in behind the net here. Hard chase, puck still there. Mission flips it out of the zone here. Collected back over. Fired in deep again here. Fisher Hilton going in on the chase. Mission able to come out of their zone and they flip it in deep. Man on it, sitting on the blue line here by the feet. Oh, and they punch it back into the corner behind the net. Mackay's racing in for it, gets pushed away from the puck. Still battling. Mission comes out with it, walks out with it. Tries to go upstairs. Wide. Puck comes out. Pass. Fired and blocked and cleared by Campbell. Reese on the chase here, putting lots of pressure on him. Loses his stick and Mission player comes out with it. Line with the tail covers up. Try. Off one by Campbell. Here comes out with it. Go across ice to Cotter. Cotter collects and dumps it in deep. Right around the chase. They go short wall. Just about kept in by Kamloops, but it comes back out. Bussin tries to dump it in, but get it out behind the net. Across. A little hesitant to go with the puck there. Comes out the middle, the tail gets a hard shot and a blocker save, punch wide. Cares. Mission Kamloops comes up with it. Ball, dump back in up there. I think Moto with it. Birds not cleared. Just wide of the net. Ash pinches it here and Kamloops comes up. Far side here. Chase is on. And Mission dumps it in deep again. That. The zone. Mission goes here. Short one up to center. And they fire it back. Little misplay. Goes out to the blue. Wide. And the net here. Nash has it. Fires it around the board. And behind the net again. Moving out to the blue. Into the corner. The referee, thank you. Can't clear the zone. Good try by Finn there.
Let's go, Blazers!
Goes out into the corner here, pushed around by Mission. Mission flips one out of the zone and dumped back in by Kamloops. Cross ice pass, but able to collect it. And they do a little regroup D to D here. A little short one off the boards. Able to get into the zone Finn taking a draw here. Wins the draw, kicks it back behind the net. Cross ice pass out to Reese. Reese quite hand. Missed move here again. Come across here. Part of the net. Regroups it. Tail covers up. Face off won by Kamloops, pushed into the corner. Battle in the corner, comes out to the blue line. Shot fired, Mateo makes a pad save, kicks it out. Another shot comes and Mateo tips it wide over the net. They attempt to clear it, Cannon gets pushed behind the net here. Down to the short wall here to Fisher. Fisher battling. Quick clear the zone, it's flipped on net and wall high. Zone out to the blue, dump in deep. Just about comes out in front of the net here. Shot fired and Mateo screen and there we gotta go. 3-0 for Mission here. Put a lot of pressure on. Little timeout here by Kamloops, I think. Face off, push back, Eric gets it, and it's on the short on the net here. Dumps it in on the net. Goalie pushes it to the side. Still on the chase here. Pushed up to the boards here. Here, battling in the corner. Potter tries to make a hit there, but they're able to come out with it. Corner. Kamloops comes out with it, and Mission Eric Lax is able to push it out. D to D here in the neutral. Comes back over. They're going D to D into the neutral again. And that come across shot. With it in the corner. And out of the Potter's on the chase here. They go D to D. Circles back. Well, Kamloops comes with it, unlucky there. And skating out of has it. D. The net. Good play to Blake. Still battling the neutral. Push net here. Eye on the chip. Comes up. Out of the zone. Regroup here a little bit. D to D on the back line. Intercepted and kept in. Just about kept in, but Mission comes out with it. Here's it here. Over the short ball. Pass flips it to the far side. Mr. Williams cuts in. Oh, just off his stick. Shot fired. Goalie punts it high and wide. Pinch tried, but Mission comes away with it. Good stick there. Flipped over into the little poke check, but Mission didn't cover up. Then taking the draw. Mission wins it out to the blue line, comes out of the zone. Sure. Kicks it forward there. Goes in behind the Mission net here. They go to the short wall, come across the line. Flips it in. Oh, yeah. Player. Was just kind of washing, another big hit behind the net. Player tries a center, broken up. Off the short wall, out of reach of Hunter. Off the wall, Logan on the back of the net here. And there. Himself tries to clear it out, comes outside, Mateo takes a save and goes up. Mission wins the draw. Kamloops gets to it. Comes out of the zone here. Blake on the chase, just about gets it. Mission collects behind the net, looks for an outlet, tries to flip it out. Mission Williams keeps it in. Unable to complete it. Wins and fires it hard. Wins and fires it hard off the board. Kind of gets deflected. Just about. Kind of gets deflected. Just about goes out in front of the net. Center pass. Player trying to kind of save. Mateo zone. Oh, just about. Fisher just about catches it behind the net there. Blake tries to. Mission comes. Pushes. Back up to the. Mission comes up. Comes out to. Gets it across to. Potter tries to go late pass and smokes on the D line. Wesson pushes it deep into their end. Quick transition and dump back out again by Mission. Hard chase going on here. Short-handed for 2 minutes. Gets it out to the blue. D to D here into the corner, down low. Switch it up. Up again. Shot fired. Mateo steers it wide. Tries to get it out of the zone and they clear it. Goes deep into the Mission end. They collect behind the net. A little pressure, but unlucky there. Cross ice pass. Comes in deep, holds up. Regroup. Behind time. Not far. Back. Fires it right up to the point. Shot fired. Mateo blows it wide. Comes out of the zone. Able to go D to D here, but we got to regroup. 34 coming in with a little head of steam. The short back down low here. Goes across, fired, pushes it. It's coming in, centering pass, and it's blocked by Finn. Finn flips it out. And Eric chasing it, or Eric was chasing it, dump back in. Logan by himself, dumps it around. Kamloops can get to it, a little slow on the go. Centering pass. Not quite out of the zone and flip back into the corner here. Pushed up. Makes a save and it's in his glove. Shot fired, into the corner. Shot fired, another pushed off the puck. Eight left in the Nash taking the draw. Got out of the air and fired deep. Bounce comes out front. Fisher tries to keep it in, but goes past his skate here over to Fisher Williams. Fisher Williams gives it back. Come across. Across head of steam here. Breaks one move. Can he catch up to it? Oh. Falls into the boards. Puck loose and backhanded out. Kamloops gets it, puts it across ice. Deep. Nash. Oh. Out on it. Us. Low. Get to where it was going. Finn fires. Doors. Fires an Ovi shot from the circle there and beats the goalie up high in the top corner. Breaking the shutout. Little pressure there by Kamloops and it pays off. Go Blazers! Dump back in deep. Hunter on the chase there. Finn going to the boards. Finn comes up with it. Pressured in the boards there, and they kick it around. Cut back in, fired on net, and the goalie holds on. Finn taking the draw. We got Reese, we got Logan. Oh, and they're able to clear the zone. Could be a 1. Yeah. Behind. Kamloops so down. Mission comes out with it around the back of the net. Hunter tries to cross ice pass, but goes right to Mission. Mission flips it back in deep. Nobody there. They come up with it in the corner. Get hit by Eric, but still cycling it hard in the corner. Kamloops comes up with it. Nope, Mission still has it. Lost no luck. Has it on his coming on the boards. Flips one in close to the net, but broken up. Little head of steam. Fires it in deep there. Goalie pushes it aside. You keep it in. Fisher Williams able to keep it in, but then it bounces out. He's got a little bit of time. No. Didn't quite go over center, so got nice back in. The Mission and for a face-off. .54 points reached on the clock. To win the draw and get a shot real quick. Unable to win the draw. Mission comes up behind the net. Tries to regroup, gets muscled off the puck. Goes short wall and unable to pinch here. Goes kick point. Not fired, deflected, but Kamloops able to get it out of the end. Dump back in. Now the Mission end with 21 points left on the clock. Behind the Mission end. Weston on the chase, centering pass, but gets blocked. Centered again, but it's pushed away by What going on? That last has a little wrap and goal it up. Game. One final for